Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Charlene, and today I am going to attempt to go through all my pens and give you, I guess, like a final rundown of what I like, what I don't like, what I recommend, what I don't. um, a lot of pens were given to me. A lot of things I did buy to show you guys and kind of give my honest opinion. So this is a request. I'm trying to give an overall view of definitely the ones that I least like and highlight that in the video, so you guys can be aware of my own personal experience. Now, firstly, I do not have any of those pens in my possession, but they will be Inkjoy. But if you catch the previous video before this one, then you will see why I said that. But in a nutshell, over time, the ink smears and smudges and leaves like this very nasty, ugly fade smearness of the ink. Almost like, you know, when you pour water on ink, what it does and kind of separates and spreads is what has happened in my very first journaling Bible. And no, it has not been exposed to heat or water. This is something that I noticed happens over time with Inkjoy. So that will probably be my most hated or disliked pen for journaling Bible or just writing with a pen in general. Next, based on experience and, you know, testing things over time, I would definitely have to say that these will come next. And what's interesting about these are Pintail Rsvp. These are just 1.0 millimeters. And initially, these were working pretty well and pretty great. But over time, actually, no. These would be first. These are the Papermate. That's the other brand, Inkjoy. Papermate Inkjoy is the first ones. These are the Papermate Profile. These are like 1.4 or something. Very thick, very blotchy, very just like a whole lot of ink. I do not like these at all. General writing is a no, but I do find that when I'm writing titles to something, I do want a larger ink tip. But still, these are just like, like too much ink for me. Then these will be next. This is 1.0. And at first, like when I'm writing out words or something, I mean, like when I'm underlining, which is what I started with, they seem to be okay. But as soon as you go to like make formations of letters or circles and stuff like that, ew, like it just gets real nasty and real ugly. Next would be, which may be a shocker, I'm going to say the Mr. Pen pens are nets. To me, they are overhyped. They aren't really special or anything like that. The point size is fine, but I have the opposite problem with this one. Like, I be writing with this one, and sometimes it seems so faint and light that I feel like I have to go over it again. I'm like, okay, that's a waste of ink, which probably would be why they make a pack of like, I think 16 or something like that. But still, like, no. So that would definitely be next. And then I would have to say the Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners. These tend to be like a heavy inky felt tip pen too. Like, it's a finer point, yes, but it seems to be really thick and really ink heavy. So like out of all the ones I've tried, this one seems to be the more present, the more prominent. Which someone may actually like that when they're taking the notes and stuff. But again, y'all know I primarily write my notes in my Bible, so it's kind of like, you know, that's one of the last ones I go to, unless I'm making like a really bold title on a page or something. Next would be probably the Rsvp S Gel. Decent pen. It's just that to me, it's a little too dark. Like it was, I'm assuming it was made to be competitive with the Micron and the G2 or the G7s, G2, I think that's what they are, pens. And it's like, nah, it's not even the same. Like, I get what you were trying to do, but to me, these aren't general regular note-taking pens. These will be like subtitle, title writing pens, in my personal opinion. Next, I would have to say, I have, after some time, have the same issues with like the big intensity. Like sometimes the imprint is a little too dark and thick for my opinion. Especially when I'm writing a lot and I'm trying to cram something in a space, it tends to not be as attractive if I was spacing it out. And that's why I feel like Ballpoint will win every time when it comes to those really tight-knit places, because it can do better than the felt tip. No matter how fine they tend to make the felt tip, it seems to not do as equal of a job. Next would be probably the gel version of Pintail. They are okay, but again, a thicker point is just not my cup of tea. Like, I've tried it and I always end up going back to my smaller tip ones. And these are from the Sunburst line, and I just did a review on there. You're gonna see, well, the video's old, y'all know I'm late posting stuff up. And again, I'm not saying they're horrible, I'm saying in order of what I like and dislike, if I had to kind of categorize these, because obviously anything that's still in my possession, because I done took pens out, then that means I still approve somewhat and I will still use them. But again, this is just an order of least to greatest. I am fond of these. I did not think I would be. These are actually 1.6. So as far as a thicker point, these are the smoothest in my stash. They are definitely better than the paper making profile ones. But again, these are strictly like if I'm trying to make a bold statement or whatever, or I'm underlining, these are perfect because the underline is definitely there and prominent from what little bit I have used from them. These aren't horrible, but I definitely would not break my neck to go buy these. These are the Papermate Gel 0.7. They are right, but matter of fact, they will go here. They, or somewhat, like, it will be back and forth between these two. But they, you know, when I run out of those, I will not run out to go buy any more. Next would be, and I would say if I have to put these in order, so it kind of gets harder as it goes to the end, I guess next would be these, which doesn't say a lot because I actually love these. These are the Staedtler Ballpoint Pens, the triangular ones. I just dropped a video on these too, but the video's old. Y'all know I was completely out of order with those. But so they would actually be next. And then these, which I broke my neck to buy a whole bunch of these. These are the Jot Ballpoint Pens. Not only do they look good, they're really stylish, but y'all, I have not had any issues with these pens whatsoever. Absolutely love them. Fine point, smooth, no ink issues. They only come in pink, orange, blue, purple, and black, but I haven't found black local in my area. But that's if I had to have put these in some type of order, of course. But these are pretty much, like I said, if they're here, I use them and I want them. Simple as that. Like, if they're here, I'm going to use them. And they are part of my stash, if that makes sense. So, and I just redid this because I used to have them separated, but because I don't use them that much, I decided to say, you know what? I got this basket. This basket is free. It's up for grabs now. So I like the way this looks. So I have them all here. So if I do feel creative or want to do something different, I can just pick this up and start using. And I keep this on my desk just like this. So y'all see I will go season through complication and simplicity. Simplicity is when I had them separated in a clear container where I can easily see what brand was what. Complicated is me just throwing them all together and say, you know what? Let's just be different today. Let's just be creative. But since being gifted these, which I'm gonna keep saying, I mean, I'm not telling y'all so y'all can go out and buy them if you can't afford them, but y'all, these pens are the best. So only when I want to try something different or random or whatever, I come over here. But for the most part, I got these right here. My Uniball, my Signa, and my High-Tech Pilot. That's it. And you guys can see that in the video if you haven't already anyway. But my only concern is the points is so fine because it's 0.28 and 0.38 that sometimes I feel like, okay, no, I want to see heavier ink this time, like depending on what I'm writing and stuff. Like for my prayers, of course, I want the final point. But when I'm writing other things, because I will hope to have them left behind so other people can read, then I want a thicker point. So there will be no issue with reading. Because sometimes my issue is just like the Mr. Pen is, it's so fine that it's not dark enough, in my opinion. And it's like, who can be able to read that? So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.